Hi guys, hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to Inzuza Spiritual Journey channel. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, thank you for sharing the content. I really appreciate you guys as always. So today I'm gonna be doing a teaching. It's been long, and on today's topic, I'm gonna be talking about Adam and Eve. So, guys, you know, Adam actually was with Lilith before Eve. So Lilith decided ukuthi I'm not gonna be submitting to a man. I'm not gonna be doing that. Um, and she decided to go about her way. And then the divine decided it's okay. I'm going to create Eve from Adam's rib. So then we got Adam and Eve. But Adam was with Lilith before Eve. Lilith, who was um, depicted as an unruly woman or usatani in a way. Like Lilith having at usatani, but she wanted freedom. You know, she wanted to be free. She wanted to explore. She couldn't understand this whole concept to say, okay, I have to be with a man, I have to be submissive, because Adam wanted her to be submissive, and she was like, no, that is not me. That is not me. So some of you actually carry that energy, Lilith. Some of you, as much as the society talks a lot about you have to get married, you have to have a husband, the Bible says a man and a woman, blah, 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 whatever. That is conditioning. That is conditioning. Like, marriage is not everything, guys. Marriage is not everything, trust me. There is more to life. It is not everything. But obviously, we were taught ukuthi you need to get married, and that's why a lot of people find themselves in situations where you are in a conditional love kind of a situation, and you don't see anything wrong with it because the society says you need to, like, you are chasing after umshado so much, and you are missing out on a lot of things. So Lilith was like, I'm not about that life. I'm a goddess. I'm a feminine goddess, and I am not going to be submitting to a man. And she decided, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually going to explore. I'm actually going to find myself. I'm actually going to focus on the magic that is inside of me. So yeah, so yeah, guys, but yeah, that just came in there. Yeah, but we are focusing on Adam and Eve. So guys, Adam and Eve is actually in the Lover's card. I don't know if you can see next to Eve there is a serpent around the tree and the fruits that they were not supposed to eat. The divine here, so it does say to Adam and Eve were high frequency beings being guided by the divine. And obviously Eve, or Adam and Eve, they were instructed not to eat from the tree of knowledge. And the serpent whispered to Eve, it was like, now you can eat here, it's okay, you've got nothing to worry about, nothing's going to happen. Eve obviously took the forbidden fruit, Eve, and then she started realizing, oh my gosh, we are naked, we're not dressed. And she gave the fruit to Adam, and Adam also was like, oh my gosh, so that tree of knowledge, it kind of made them to lose connection with the divine. As much as it is said it opened their eyes, it opened the physical eyes and it closed the spiritual eye. So when you are operating on the physical eye, you won't be able to see what is happening around you. You only seeing what is here in front of you. You won't be able to see beyond. So they lost connection with the divine. They couldn't now see beyond, which is something that happens to us when we come in this dimension. They were also on a mission, right? They were on a mission. The divine decided, okay, I'm going to bring you here, guys, on a mission to spread unconditional love, to help raise the vibration of the earth, and so forth. And then when they started focusing on things that were out of their path. So the tree of knowledge, I would say it speaks a lot to them now realizing, okay, there's good, there's evil, there's black, there's white, there's this, there's this. So they focused on duality. They were no longer operating on being neutral. They were no longer connected to their higher selves, but frequency kind of got low. They started fearing, they started being negative and things like that. So that is why they were expelled from the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden being them connecting to the divine or their higher selves. So they were no longer connected. So that's what happens to a lot of us. We come here from other dimensions on a mission, and we completely forget ukuthi singabobani. As much as we are being led, we are kind of like connecting to the divine, but we're not fully connecting to the divine until you are one with your higher self, until you go through the pain and the suffering that is being spoken about. When they ate from the forbidden fruit, the divine decided, okay, you're going to go through death, pain, and suffering. So this is the pain and suffering that we have to go through, Tina, as beings who are on a mission. So now we find ourselves focusing so much on what the society says. We completely forgot who we are. You're getting these dreams, you are confused. Okay, what's going on? I'm on a spiritual journey. What is happening? Yabona, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? If they had not eaten from the tree of knowledge, probably our journey was going to be a lot more easier. It was gonna be different. But now we ended up being in a situation of we come here, the spiritual eye is closed. We now focusing on what the society says. We now following what the masses is doing and so forth, and we completely lost track of ourselves. We lost touch of the gods inside of us. So that is what happened to Adam and Eve. And in return to that, now we have to go through suffering. When the awakening happens, now we have to go through suffering. You go through the dark night of the soul. You go through a lot of pain. We go through sicknesses, and this death that they're referring to is actually death of your old self. Now you have to re-emerge as a new person. And a lot of people don't even get the opportunity ukuthi bafike where they're supposed to be or be one with their higher selves. They now stuck in the low vibrational dimension. They're not able to actually follow through with their journey, find their purpose, and understand, okay, I'm here on a mission. But because of what happened, now they find themselves stuck, and they find themselves in a cycle, having to like come back, redo, come back and redo. So it's more of that. As much as, yes, it has been said, they had sex before marriage, they started now being able to differentiate between good and evil. Now human beings are going to suffer death and so forth. Yeah, but not really. So it's more of now you are going to be stuck in a low consciousness state. You won't be able to fully emerge or fully connect to the other dimensions. Everything is going to be limited for you. You'll only see what is here. You won't be able to go beyond and above that. So these were beings who are connected to their higher self, connected to the divine. And after they lost that connection, they found themselves now bound. They now found themselves bound to earthly things, which is what happens to a lot of us. It's very difficult to even let go of the material things because you are thinking, this is all I have, this is all I know. If I lose my car, if I lose my house, if I lose my wife, if I lose my husband, not understanding ukuthi those are just material things. So now you have bound yourself into these material things. You are not seeing the bigger picture. Ukuthi true happiness, true love, joy, abundance is more than that. It's more than the X3 that you just lost. It's more than that. There is nothing as peaceful, as joyful as knowing who you are, knowing your purpose, walking according to your purpose, not being worried about a lot of things. You don't even get worried about money because it just comes. You are now connected to the universe. You are now able to ask the universe for help. You are now able to manifest whatever that you want whenever you want it. So yeah, guys, Adam and Eve. And also, they came as a pair, or Eve was created from Adam's rib, which talks to a twin flame journey as well. So some of you are also on a twin flame journey. You are sharing a soul with another person, or your soul is living in a double life, in duality. There's a female side of you and there's a male side of you. You are going to be going through a lot of hardships when it comes to relationships because you can feel ukuthi there is a specific person for me, but you're trying to find that person kulabantabala and you're not getting what you want. When you are carrying high vibrational love, you know what true love for you is this and this and this. That's because where you come from, everything was it was pure, it was original. You know, so now you are here and you everything is conditional for you until you find that other aspect of you. But you can only find it once you vibrate at a certain level. So now Adam and Eve found themselves being separate. They have to now find each other. So yeah, guys, it's very interesting. It's very interesting, and it's the greatest thing masoqala ubona izinto from a different perspective when now you are getting ilokhunjana yakho from the universe directly. You're getting your information from the universe. You are able to now see what's okay. As much as whoever said this, it's not actually it. It's different. That is what I would refer to as now your third eye is open, or now your crown chakra has aligned. Now you understand things even better. Now you are able to get information from other beings or other dimensions, and you are now able to put the pieces together, and you are able to actually recognize that everything is connected. But obviously, a lot of information was, yeah. So guys, yeah, that is the story of Adam and Eve and the Garden of Eden. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting, if I might say. And I actually realized, Guti, they are also in the tarot cards. I was like, okay, this is Adam and Eve. This is the divine, this is the serpent. And also in your dreams, you see a lot of serpents. You see a lot of serpents in your dreams. But I will do a teaching on that some other time. Why do we see serpents a lot? Why does the spirit, when it comes in a form of a serpent? And also, like, as much as serpents are depicted as something horrible, something very dark, something, you know what, you guys, snakes are very wise. Snakes are very wise. Snakes are very wise creatures. And also, if you can pay attention to I'm a symbol, where ambulance, there are two snakes. I forgot the name. I forgot the name of that symbol, but it is two snakes. They also talk to healing. They also talk to healing. A lot of Greek gods, you'll find Uti, they have snakes around them and so forth. So, you know, this whole conditioning thing, Jay, it really messed a lot of things for us. Like, you see something and you completely think, Uti, this is the devil, this is witchcraft. Snakes are associated a lot with witchcraft, dark magic, and all of that. And that's really not the case. But I'm gonna do a teaching on that. And also, Adam and Eve were naked. You will see yourself a lot of time in your dreams naked. You will dream of yourself being naked. Being naked, I know when they interpreted, they will say, Mhlambe, there's going to be something revealed, or people are going to see, I don't remember, but it's something along those lines. Being naked speaks to being free. Adam and Eve were free. They were free. And as soon as they realized, oh, we're naked, or after eating from the tree of knowledge, they started now covering themselves. So they were now bound by earthly possessions or material things, or things the society said. So they lost their freedom. They lost their freedom. So yeah, guys, there's a lot, manias. There's a lot with Inzuza journey. There's a lot, and it's amazing when you now start understanding, Uguti, this is how the universe operates, this is how things operate, this is how things are connected. It's the most amazing thing, guys. Most amazing thing. You understand yourself better, you understand your dreams better. That's why also I always say, if you get a dream and you don't understand, the first people that you need to contact is definitely your guides, because the scenario might be similar, but the context is going to be different. What it means to you might mean something different to you, but we might both dream of the same thing, and the meanings are completely different for the both of us, because obviously we don't have the same templates, we don't come from the same dimensions. So yeah, guys, do a lot of research. Be curious. Be curious. Ask questions. If you are being directed, or if you start having interest on something, just know, Guti, you are in a process of learning. There's a lot of ways the universe teaches you. The universe is going to teach you. Ngokuthi mhlambe you see something on TV, and the next thing it sparks your interest, and you like now want to start looking it up. Just know Uti, when you are in that process, or you are, that's what's going on with you currently, you are in a learning stage. So your guides are now starting to teach you, or you, or the universe has started teaching you about certain things. So definitely, guys, do a lot of research. Give yourself time to understand yourselves, understand the spirit, ask your guardian angels, ask them questions, guys. Me, I ask questions. I ask questions. So also ask questions. Don't just have this thing, you're okay, I'm going to go and get a reading done, or I'm going to go and get a consultation. I want someone to tell me, this is what's happening. Also, like, give yourself time and be that person who takes initiative. Okay, I want to understand, who are these whole beings? Why am I seeing this in my dream? What is happening? Ask, guys, ask. Light a candle and ask. Be curious, guys, at all times. It's going to make your journey a lot more easier. It's going to help you understand a lot of things. I used to ask, I used to research. If I see something that has to do with Hinduism, or I see a certain god coming in my dreams, and I know it's okay, this is connected to the Hindu people, I will find someone and I will ask, do you know this? What does this mean? So be curious, guys. And also, I'm being told, Uti, for you who see a lot of white naked people in your dreams, it's not Islwane, guys. It is not Islwane. Think about it. Adam and Eve were also naked. Think about it. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a lovely week further. Until our next video, toodles.